I started using calcium bentonite clay after the nuclear power plant crisis in Japan last year to detox from radiation. I found out all these other amazing things that it does for your body. Anyone who knows me knows that when I find something that really works, is really healthy for me, I have to tell everyone that I know about it so they can use it too. So I decided to make this video to share some of the amazing benefits of calcium bentonite clay, what you can do with it, what I do with it. And actually, there's even a book called Living Clay that you can get, which tells you how to cure 101 ailments with calcium bentonite clay. Okay, so I know you might be saying, what? She's telling me to eat dirt? But before you make any judgments, let me tell you a little bit about what clay is, and you might feel a little better about it. Clay is a volcanic ash that is charged with energy from a volcano. It's aged in inland rivers, lakes, and seabeds for millions of years to become different types of clay. Calcium bentonite clay, which is what I'm talking about today, is widely becoming known as an alternative healing method, although it's actually been used for thousands and thousands of years as a natural healing remedy for people. We're coming back to it now because it's so safe and there are no negative side effects, and it's not going to harm any of your organs. It's the safest detox element, both internally and externally. The worst thing that could happen is a slight detox reaction, like having a little headache or feeling lethargic. You might get a rash. Generally, they're very slight. They would only last a day to 3 days, and after that, you're going to hit a really good healing plateau. So if you are having some kind of discomfort or any kind of detox reaction symptoms, use your common sense, but go with the flow and try not to suppress the symptoms, because this does mean that the clay is working and it's going to help eliminate whatever is ailing you from your body. So you want to really welcome it. Calcium bentonite clay is a multifaceted healing element. It acts as a catalyst by partnering with the body so that it can heal itself. The way that it works to gently detox the body is by acting like a magnet, drawing toxins and pathogens to it, binding with them, and then pulling them out of the body. Even if we have a pristine diet, we still have to manage the toxins in our environment, which these days are so abundant. The clay will clean out chemicals, infections, viruses, fungus, molds, yeast, and even radiation, which is what I started taking it for. And it does remarkable work in restoring deficient organs. For healing the body, there are 3 main ways that you can use the clay. Taking a clay water mixture, drinking it, using it as a mask or a healing poultice on any part of the body, and taking a clay bath. On a daily basis, I drink about an ounce of the clay water mixture. So what I do is I take about 2 tablespoons of the clay to about 8 ounces or a cup of water, and I mix them together. I put them in a glass jar. You can use a plastic jar. You want to make sure you're using a plastic top, no metal top, because you don't want it to interact with the clay. And then I shake it up for 30 seconds. And then I take about a sip or about an ounce or 2 of the clay on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. Then I wait about an hour before I eat anything. You don't have to do this, but it does help the detoxification process. So, but if you're wake up late and you need to just take your clay and then eat some food and then run out the door, that's okay. But it does help a little bit to have a little bit of time in between when you're drinking the clay and when you're eating your food. And then I take another ounce or 2 at night just before I go to bed. So if you're taking any kind of medication, then you want to wait 1 to 3 hours before taking the clay. Or if you're taking the clay first, then you want to wait 1 to 3 hours before taking the medication. Just leave a little time in between the clay and the medication. And even though there are no contraindications to taking the clay, if you do have a medical condition, you might want to consult your naturopath or other alternative healthcare provider before taking the clay. So here's to your health.